Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jesse, and this is Questionable Sports. And yes, it is a Wednesday. I know I ain't dumb, but yesterday I was not feeling 100%, so I wasn't able to be on here for Taco Tuesday. But it is Hump Day, and you know what that means. There's gonna be some humping tonight, right? No, no, I don't think so. Anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on today because again I was off yesterday because I was not feeling 100%, and tomorrow the Cowboys play, so I will not be on tomorrow. So just giving y'all a heads up. But before we get started, you know what we got to do? Let's start this show off right. Cheers. Ah, all right. Whew. It don't get no better than that. Good old whiskey. So you know how we do it here and here. I'll I'll talk. If y'all have something to say, please join the chat. I'll gladly want to listen to your opinion, what you think. What's going on, Miguel? Oh, I don't have a hat. You sure right. Thank you, babe. What's going on, Miguel? Thank you. Cheers. Let me see if I can get an assistance. Can I get an assistance for a hat? Let's see if I can get an assistance. All right, but we got a little bit and a lot to talk about. It just depends on how everything goes. Um, hey, mom, how you doing today? It is Wednesday. Again, like I said, I wasn't on yesterday. I apologize. I did text some of y'all if I have y'all's number. If you don't, oh, look what we got here. My lovely assistant brought me a hat. Thank you kindly. I greatly appreciate it. All right. So here we go. I'm doing good, mom. Thank you for asking. So starting off, I don't have everything, because like I said, I didn't put everything to work like I normally do yesterday. So the topics today, I'm not gonna have them on the screen, but I will tell you, we're gonna talk about Cowboys Sunday. Do we have to? Um, we're gonna talk about who's in first place. We're gonna talk about how the rookies are doing. We're talking about quarterbacks, how the rookie quarterbacks are doing. Talk about Thursday's game. We talking about this Thursday. The Dallas Cowboys playing the New York Giants. Scotty's team. I don't know if Scotty's going to be joining today. I did tell him I'm getting on early and I'm trying to get off today. Not because of y'all. Y'all, it's not y'all the problem. Y'all not the problem. I'm the problem. I didn't prepare well this week, so again, like I said, I wasn't feeling 100% the last couple of days. So that's my fault. I'm not gonna blame it on y'all. It's on me. This is my show. I always say it, so that's on me. I am going to talk about some college football, of course. And then I'm just going to end it up, it is my show, so I always have the final word. I don't have a question of the day, so how about one of y'all come up with the question of the day? I'll greatly appreciate that. What's going on, Kay? Thank you for joining. Greatly appreciate you joining. So, but yeah. So starting off, we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys Sunday's game against the Ravens. So let me start off by saying, God dang it, Cowboys, you be pissing me off. I tell you what, I don't get mad at, you know, there's a lot of people that get mad about the team that they throw out there. Oh, that team sucks. Team sucks. Jerry sucks. Mike McCarthy sucks. Dak sucks. Lamb sucks. I don't get mad at that. What I get mad at is the execution. In the second quarter, we had a play where Dak threw the ball down the field. We got a pass interference. Hell yeah, we about to score before halftime. Um, we're at the 1 yard line. But no. We have an offensive lineman that wants to hold. On the same damn play, we get a pass interference at the 1 yard line. Now, come on. It's just shit like that. That's what pisses me off. It's like we get a good play and it gets called back because of a hold or lined up in the wrong way. Or in defense, where we need to stop, they do something that they don't even have to do. The ball's not even catchable, and they're gonna do a pass interference. Now, come on, man. That's what be pissing me off. So I'm just like, I'm like, come on. I almost threw my hat, and it's a brand new hat. I had just bought it on Saturday, so I'm like, I was about to throw it. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna throw it. This is a new hat, but I was mad. I was mad. Um, and it was just the whole, the first three quarters. The fourth quarter, all of a sudden, the Cowboys want to come alive. What the hell? What was this? All the rest of the quarters? Yeah, Zeke don't play that much. It's crazy. I was actually saying that to my wife. I'm like, where's Zeke? Normally he'll start the game, but he was actually the third back out. It started with that God dang, I can't think of the quarter. Rico Dabo first, and then it went to Deuce Vaughn. Then Zeke came out. So I was like, that was kind of weird. But I don't know if what their plans are or what. Maybe they're thinking the first two running backs are tired out the defense, and then Zeke will come in and start wearing them down. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But with that being said, one thing that pisses me off, I'm gonna say this, is the bandwagon fans. That's what I like to call them. The ones who would come in here and they'll talk shit about the team. Oh, this team sucks. This team, uh, Dak sucks. CD sucks. Zeke sucks. Parsons sucks. Why is this person doing this? Why is this coach doing this? You know what? The way I see it is I'm a fan. I'm no head coach. I'm no GM. I don't put the team together. I'm just a fan. I love the Cowboys. I love Baylor, as you can see. I got my Stars shirt on today. They started their preseason, by the way. But I don't put none of that together. So I'm not going to sit here and criticize every time something, uh, whatever transaction happens behind the closed doors, because I don't know anything about that. That's not none of my business. My job is just to be a fan to root for the team they throw out on the field. And when I was playing football, I remember when I was playing football, I had no choice but to play with whoever I was playing with. I didn't talk shit about my quarterback that was out there. I didn't say, oh, our quarterback fucking sucks. When he throws the interception. All I said, they say, defense. They threw interception, defense, get on the field. Here I go putting on my helmet strap and on my chin strap, running on the field. I didn't give a damn. I'm playing. So that's how I see it on the football field. It's like when they fuck up, yeah, I get mad. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're getting paid millions of dollars. But I don't sit there and belittle and tell them they suck. Because I'm like, yeah, everybody's a critic. You know what's crazy? I remember in a high school game when I was maybe a junior, and I was on the sideline where the varsity was playing. I was in the stands actually, not on the sideline. Was varsity was playing my junior year, and I can hear fans, grown man. I'm talking about grown man, telling these high school kids they suck. Oh, you suck. I'm like, dude, you're not like I don't know. I was young there, so I'm like, dang, he did just throw an interception, dude. But now that I'm older, to sit there and think, to tell a kid who's in high school, and you'll see it in Pee Wee football too, where these grown people are telling these kids that they suck. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then now we're on the sideline grown. Now we're grown, and now we're telling these other grown ass men that they suck. And I'm like, how am I gonna tell this guy he sucks? He's professional. He does this for a living, and he's actually really good. He's not. He don't suck. You know. But I'm like, how am I gonna say that? Hey, thank you, sister. Thank you for joining today. And everybody is a critic. Yes. Yes, they did. Like I said, remember? I don't know if you remember. I used to coach Pee Wee football, so I'll hear it on the sideline from fans. And what's crazy is the fans get mad at the coaches. These coaches, especially in Pee Wee football, are volunteer. They're not even getting paid to do this. They're taking their time out their day. They could be at home drinking a beer, watching college football, or playing video games or whatever the hell they do on their own time. But they're out there coaching your kid or something that you should be doing, but you're not. You're in the stands cussing them out. So it's just crazy. This world's crazy. Do they do that with cheerleaders too? That's crazy. They do that with cheerleaders. Let me pop this open real quick. Oh, god dang. I sprayed my face. Really, babe? Really? My wife got jokes today. So let me see. They already get all that. So yeah, I'm done with my ranting. I'm done being mad now. It's over. It's over. Thank you, sister. Um, I'm done with that. I don't think I'm gonna be cussing anymore. But we'll see. You never know. I like to cuss. All right, but let's talk about who's in first place in the NFC East. And surprisingly, or not surprisingly, depends on who you are. The Washington Commanders. I'm about to call them the wrong name. Keep on bitten. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, we got the Commanders in first place. It's crazy. I was watching the game Monday night. Their quarterback, and this is what made me think of the idea of who's in what the quarterbacks are doing now, and the ones that were drafted last season, the rookie quarterbacks. So I was like, oh, let me see what they're doing. So that's what I did. After I got next segment about what the quarterbacks are doing. Excuse me, that drinking that got me burping. But yeah, the Washington's are in first. They're 2-1. Their record's 2-1. The reason they're in first, and the Eagles are 2-1 as well. But the reason the Washingtons are in first is because they already beat the Giants already, so they have a conference win. So, did you see the game with the Saints and the Eagles? Yes, I did. I think I fell asleep because it was actually kind of a boring game. I can't say boring because it was actually a defensive game. So I do love defensive game. Um, so I can't really say that was a boring game. I just feel like Eagles defense stepped up. I mean, because everybody was talking about how Eagles D line was probably their strongest and their secondary was their worst, but they held down the Saints. Saints put up 49-47 in two back to back games or something like that. So to put up that many points, that's and then the Eagles can sit there and shut them down is pretty good. Yeah, Dan Quinn's a good coach. Like, don't I'm not knocking Dan Quinn as a coach. I was just pissed at how he ended with the Packers game, how the defense played there in the Packers game. So I think he does a really good job of hiding the Cowboys' weaknesses for a while, but once the team started picking it up, as you can see this year too, that they can't stop the run for shit. Cowboys offense has to get going. It just has to. If they don't score first, and I think that's why the Cowboys received the ball first this game because they wanted to go out there and score. So um, their defense can sit there just focus on the team run airing it out. So that's what the Cowboys are built for, as a team that likes to air it out. But since the Cowboys didn't score first, Ravens just went down and scored down, just ran it down their throat the whole game. So, well, not the whole game, the first half. Second half, the defense was different, whole different game. Like a lot of people still want to be mad. Oh, they couldn't stop this and that. You got to understand that third down and something pass play at the end when Diggs was like literally this close from knocking that ball down. Like you can't even get mad. It's like that's the thing about football. It's like I would say the game's a matter of inches. He was that fucking close from knocking that down. So I mean, you can't get mad. I mean, I was happy the fact that they actually show some fight. Oh wait, I don't. My producer forgot to tell me to do that. There we go. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm happy that they were actually put up a fight at the end and made it a game instead of it because it could have been a blowout. It could have been another Saints game, but um, they came around. And then the whole Dak and CD thing on the sideline, I feel like this is my opinion. I ain't got no inside sources or anything like that. Uh, but you're satisfied with the score? I wasn't satisfied with the score because they lost. But I am. I'm not going to say satisfied. I'm. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say content, but you got to remember what I said. I said this is a super. This could be a potential Super Bowl preview. So, I mean, I just feel like I just want the Cowboys to do a little bit more. I feel like they could do more. But I don't lost my train of thought because you said you were satisfied with the score. But the second half, I just feel like they finally started slowing down the run. I mean, they couldn't get some stops, but they did a really good job of getting them off the field on third downs. They did a whole lot better job this game. So we'll see how they do against the Giants this week coming up. I will talk a little bit about the Giants game. But third, believe it or not, third place is the Giants. They're in third place with their one win, and then Cowboys are in last place. So because they fucking suck right now. But now it's moving on to the rookies. Rookies, how are they looking? The number one pick. Yeah, they try. I guess you could say that. But we're not gonna we're not handing out try rewards. We want Super Bowl awards. That's what we want. Um, but the number one pick, Caleb Williams, how is he doing? Not doing very well, I'll tell you that much. But I don't think y'all remember. I said that already. I told you he wasn't a great quarterback. Y'all don't listen. Cream, what'd you say? Big games this week, going to show a lot about our team. Yeah, I mean, Giants are coming off a great win. If that's what you're talking about, the Cowboys and Giants game. Giants are coming off a great win um, against the Cleveland Browns. So I mean, are the Browns bad, or the Giants is getting better each week? I don't know. We'll find out this week because the Cowboys did beat the Browns as well. But my only take is, what are the Giants defense going to do to the Cowboys? Cowboys have played three great defense. Giants don't have a great defense. So what are they going to do? Against the Cowboys offense. Cowboys offense looked like at the end, like I said, looked like they were starting to get going a little bit. Dak was starting to complete some passes. CD wasn't bitching as much, so they're still got to get the running game going. God, they got to get the running game going. Got to do something. Y'all Cowboys can see how we respond, getting punched them out in a short week. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. But going back to Caleb Williams, I'm not going to sit there and say the guy's a bad quarterback. I'm not going to sit there and say he sucks and all this shit like I just said. But I ain't going to say that. I've said it before. The scheme he came out of USC, Lincoln Riley's quarterbacks, it takes a while for them to adjust. I knew the first year is going to be a struggle for him because he's never read a defense. The scheme that he did in USC was they'll line up. He'll look to everybody will look to the sideline. The coach will tell him who to throw it to, and he'll take the snap back up and throw it to him. Now, if he noticed that the guy is covered, then he'll have to start, scrambling because that's what he did. But yeah, Caleb Williams not looking good right now with the Chicago Bears, but he's still young. His rookie receiver got hurt. He's still playing, but he's a little banged up. Defenses was holding them together. I think that's where they got their only win. Second round pick, Jayden Daniels at Washington. He's playing. If y'all saw the game Monday night, he's playing hella good. But Parsons getting after the quarterback. Yeah, he's got to do it better. He's done a pretty good job, but they are focused on Parsons, so it's hard for him to sit there and be the guy always get at the quarterback. Somebody's got to help him on the D line. Ware's got to start doing a little bit better job. The D tackle's got to do something. Somebody's got to help out. Oh yeah, Kareem, you're actually right. I was upset. Remember, they got rid of Justin Fields, and then they started getting receivers. He needed receivers beforehand. Why do y'all wait until after he leaves and then draft a quarterback and then get receivers for this rookie quarterback, so he could try to succeed when you could have had a great quarterback? I ain't gonna say great, but a good quarterback in Justin Fields that could do that. Look what he's doing. Like you said, look what he's doing over in Pittsburgh. They're 3-0. What is Chicago? 1-2. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Caleb Williams could have a high window, but I don't see it right now. He's just struggling a lot. They do have a terrible offensive line too, so I'm not gonna knock him on that. So, Jayden Daniels, he's at Washington. He's doing hella good. He's a good quarterback. But his problem is he needs to get out of bounds and slide. He can't be taking hits. He's too little. So he's doing a really good job throwing up. He's got a great arm. If you saw him at the Combine, he was throwing the ball 80 yards down the field, and it was nice. It was fun watching him throw deep balls. And he can run. So Cowboys are gonna have an issue with him when they play against him because he can move around. I think he's fast. He's faster than Lamar Jackson. So that's going to be an issue. Look at Sam in Minnesota, and a lot of the times it's the organization. See, that's the thing, Kareem. Like, you're absolutely right. The thing is the scheme has to fit the player. It's so many times that a quarterback will go into a situation that's not their scheme. That's not what they do, and that instead of the coaches or the offensive coordinator trying to fit the system around the quarterback, they want the quarterback to fit the system. And that's where they all have these quarterbacks that doesn't work. Look what happened to Vince Young. That's my main example was Vince Young. Vince Young, a hell of a quarterback, but they tried to make him into a pocket passer when he was more of a you know um, play action quarterback who could move around, who could scramble. But I didn't want him scrambling because I knew, then, and like I know now, that these linebackers hate chasing quarterbacks. They want to kill quarterbacks. So, and that's eventually what happened. He had no line uh, at what was he at? In Titans, Tennessee Titans. So that what he was at, right? Huh? Yeah, thought so. So, but they tried to make him into a quarterback that he wasn't. So maybe that happened with Jamar Marcus. Remember him over in Oakland? Well, Oakland always has terrible quarterbacks. Um, the third pick, Drake May, he hasn't played. They got in New England. He's a backup in New England. The eighth pick, Michael Phoenix, he's in Atlanta. He hasn't played because Kirk Cousins is a fucking badass. So Minnesota's actually had they had Kirk Cousins, they're like, you know what, we're gonna go a different route. We're not gonna pay you. They let him go, picked up Sam Darnold, and look what they're doing over there. Kirk Cousins went down to Atlanta, was pissed off because they picked up Michael Penix, but so he was like, "Fuck this, watch this," and now they're doing good in Atlanta. Um, JJ McCarthy, 10th pick, he hasn't played. He's out for the season. Had knee surgery, but he's in Minnesota, so Minnesota don't need him right now because they got Sam Darnold. And then the 12th pick is Bo Nix. Bo Nix in Denver got their first win on Sunday. Knocked me out. That son of a bitch knocked me out. I picked Tampa Bay in my Survivor League thing. I picked Tampa Bay over Denver. I'm like, nah, Denver ain't done shit this year. Bo Nix hasn't been playing good. And these some bitches come out and just blow Tampa Bay out the water. Like, it's bullshit. That pissed me off. There I go ranting again. But yeah, those are the five quarterbacks or six quarterbacks that I have, seeing what they were doing. Just kind of keep letting y'all know what the quarterbacks are doing. If there's any other positions y'all want me to go over, I can just let me know. I'd be glad to do a little bit of research and see what they're doing, what players they're doing, what each player is doing. I can't even talk. So, but anyways, talk about Thursday's game. We got the Cowboys versus the Giants. Now, my question is, are the Cowboys going to show up? Or is it going to be the team that showed up to play the Saints? Or the team that showed up for 3 quarters to play the Ravens? Now, what team is going to show up? Is it going to be that team? Or are they going to be the ones that showed up in the fourth quarter? Or the ones that played the Cleveland Browns? I mean, should we even watch the game? Like, is it even worth getting our blood pressure up, getting pissed off, you know, getting me drinking on a Thursday night? I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, Mom, I'll get to that in just a little bit. Just give me a second. You always jumping ahead. You either jumping ahead or you're always behind, Mom. Get work with me here. You got to work with me. Let's send me questions about what I'm talking about right now. Ah, push the wrong button. Um, but yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't give a shit if the Cowboys were 0-11. I'm still gonna turn the game on Sunday or Saturdays and watch the game. So I've been watching the Cowboys since I was little. I'm gonna watch the Cowboys till I die. If that's probably be the thing that's gonna happen, it's gonna kill me watching the damn Cowboys. Sorry, Kramer. I'm sorry for yelling at my mom. Sorry, Mom, for yelling at you. But yeah, I'm telling you, the Cowboys are gonna kill me. My daughter has to tell me, Daddy, stop yelling. But yeah, I'm gonna watch the Cowboy game. Of course, I'm gonna watch it. No matter what, I watched them when they were 4-12, or four and when they had Quincy Carter, Anthony Wright, um, who's that? Bernie Kosar. Remember this? Those used to be our quarterbacks. There's an old Bernie Kosar too. It wasn't like he was the young one. The Cleveland Browns. We had Drew Bledsoe. Now we talking about an old Drew Bledsoe, not the young one that was in New England. So I remember those days. So if I can watch those days, I can watch these days. These days ain't half as bad as those days because that was just terrible. You talk about a quarterback who couldn't even catch a snap. The ball would go right through his hands when Quincy Carter because he has small hands. Actually, like Anthony Wright when he was a quarterback for a little bit, but he couldn't stay healthy. He just kept getting hurt. He was small. I mean, I ain't gonna say he was tall, but he was skinny, so he get hit by them D linemen and he would get hurt. So, but yeah, I feel like the Cowboys do have a good chance of winning this game. They're gonna win this game this time. I'm guarantee it. If I'm wrong, I'll take a shot. That's a guarantee. But yeah, Cowboys are gonna win this Thursday night. Be ready to celebrate. Bring your beers, bring your whiskey, bring your tequila, whatever you're drinking, and let's just sit back, watch the game, and let's try not to get so mad about everything. Let's just try to enjoy the fact that we're able to watch NFL football on a Thursday night. I lost the bet to Brian. Which one? I took a bet with Brian. You gotta remind me on this bet. But moving on to college football. Now we're gonna talk college football. Yay! My daughter said yay. So first things first. Friday night I did take my shots with my shirt off. My wife would not like that. Uh, were they? Were cheap? Did I make that bet? I make a lot of bets, but I'll take a shot. I don't give a shit. I ain't never scared. So first off, I gotta take a shot because not for the Chiefs yet. Victoria, give me 1 second. But because fucking Baylor couldn't let Colorado get a Hail Mary on them and score in the last second, and then turn around in overtime and lose the game. So, and I had Baylor winning. And since I did my shot on Friday, I did my shots on Friday. Night making the bets. By the way, y'all may think I suck at this shit because I was 1-4 this past week. Only game I got right was the Tennessee game. Every other game I was wrong. So Friday night, on Saturday night I took 3 shots for the let me see. I got them written down right here. Um so I picked Baylor over Colorado, which I was wrong because Colorado freaking won in the last second or in overtime. I picked USC over Michigan. And see, that's what I get. I don't even like USC. I like Michigan. But instead of going with my heart like I normally do, I bet it with my thinking. I was thinking. That's what I get for thinking. And then I went Oklahoma State over Utah, knowing that Oklahoma State always has a reason to find a way to choke. And that's what they did. They choked and lost. That's what I get. And then I went Tennessee over OU and I got right. And also the other last game was from Scott. Scott said Stanford and Syracuse, and I went Syracuse, and Stanford won, which was actually a hell of a good game. So Friday night I was watching. It was Nebraska and Illinois playing, and Stanford and Syracuse, and in between I had my TV on over here on my right side, and then I had the other TV over here on the other game. So I had 2 TVs watching 2 different games. And in the middle, I had my other I was playing my video game. I was actually playing college football. So I was playing, but the games were so good on TV that I kept getting delay of game on the game I was actually playing. So I ended up losing that game. It was terrible. It was terrible. I was getting mad at myself for the shit I was doing on the video game, trying to watch 2 good ass games. So here's for the Baylor losing to Colorado, sons of bitches. Pouring another one for apparently I gotta take a shot for the Chiefs winning. So cheers. My wife's gonna take care of me and I still gotta go to work tomorrow. What? Anyways, whiskey. Whew, gotta love it. All right. For the Texas Longhorns too. No, I had Texas winning. I had Texas winning, so I already knew they were going to win. They were playing University of Louisiana Monroe. That was going to be easy. But going on to Texas, I know a lot of y'all love Texas, so I want to say a little bit about Archie Manning. I think he's a good quarterback. He's not great just yet, but I think next year he's going to be really good. I mean, I think just one more year in learning the system, he's going to be really good. He's good as a sophomore right now, and um he's like I said, just right there. That's his team still. He let him finish out the year because I think he's better than Archie right now. But next year, and if he stays for a senior, and supposedly he's already said he's staying all 4 years, so he's going to stay for his senior year. Um, he's going to be good. He's going to be the player to look for the next couple of years. There's a fly. How do you get inside? So yeah, Archie Man is looking good. Texas all around as a team looks good. I believe they deserve the number one spot. You know what's crazy, and we're gonna look. We're gonna look at the. I'm gonna look at the. I'll talk about the AP 25. As the AP, which is the press, has Texas number one, but the coaches who do their votes, they got Georgia still number one. I guess coaches are they're that more go and take it. I ain't drinking no apple juice, mom. I'm drinking whiskey. I ain't gonna tell you what whiskey because I ain't being sponsored by anybody. But if there is a whiskey company out there who would love to sponsor me, I would gladly drink you. Thank you. And while I'm doing my promotions, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the like button just for shits and giggles. That's from my daughter. Thank you, Emma. Who was the quarterback Saturday night? I didn't get to watch the game. Saturday night? Who played Saturday night? What are you talking about? What Saturday are you talking about? I don't know what Saturday you're talking about. Archie Manning plays Saturday, if that's what you're talking about. Hey, y'all better stop coming at me because I'm talking to my mom in a very polite and respectful way. Dang. Like I always do. So, but like I was saying, I already talked about Nebraska, Illinois. Oh, hey, how about them SNUs whooping the shit out of TCU? I don't know if I have any TCU fans in here, but I'm sorry, but I'm a Baylor fan, and Baylor and TCU don't get along. And so, and like I said, I like SMU too, and they finally came along, with that ass whooping because they weren't doing much the first 3 weeks of the season. They were barely winning or they lost, but they finally got it together against TCU. Put it on them. And and one game Friday night. What's up, Tex? Thank you for joining the chat, sir. Glad you joined the show as well. Let's give you a round of applause. But I was just talking about Archie Manning, how he's a good quarterback, but he's not just great yet. Give him one more year under Ewers like he is right now. Next year and the year after that, he's going to be a hell of a quarterback. One game that I didn't even write it down. It just popped in my head right now. Was how about that Washington State San Jose State game, which I actually forgot about. It started at 9:30 at night Friday night, and I told y'all in the show that that's the game that I think is going to be good, and I actually forgot about it. And I'm like, damn it. The Texas Archie started the Saturday. I told you Ewers is hurt. This Saturday, if you're talking about this Saturday, it's going to be Archie again. You're a hell of a quarterback. We're not talking about video games, man. This Saturday, I think it's going to be Archie again. They're playing Mississippi State, so they should start. I forgot his name, Archie Manning, before they started. Ewers is still hurt. I think you got to get him better. You got to get him, make sure he's 100%. Ewers is like a glass. He gets hurt very easily. So, but Tennessee, OU, like I said, Tennessee, they look really good. OU don't look so good. OU's offense is trash. Their defense was hella good. I actually thought Tennessee was going to put more points on the board. They didn't put 19 up. So you got to respect OU's defense. And I think that's what's going to be kind of scary when they play Texas. But they ain't got no offense. So it's just going to be like another Tennessee game where they put up points, but it's not going to be a lot, and OU's not going to put up no points. So I can see that being the low scoring game at the Texas OU rivalry game. Oh, breaking news. My nephew was accepted into Indiana for college. Oh, good stuff. Congratulations. Whoop, whoop. Celebrate good time. Come on. It's a celebration. There's a party going on right here. That's good. Congratulations to him. Hopefully he does a hell of a good job up there in Indiana. Hey, why they like to travel? They don't like being at home. So, but anyways, the other game was the Utah Oklahoma State. Like I was saying earlier, Oklahoma State just they just pissed me off. I knew they were gonna. They're always got to find a way to sit there and like find a game to lose. Like the Big 12 is still up for grabs. Kansas State lost. Utah's the only one I think is that's up there that's ranked. Who's live? Who lives? He's gonna live in Indiana. That's crazy. So, but last but not least, hey, nobody has a question. I didn't think of a question. Like I said, I was lacking this week, so I didn't have a question for the question of the day. So if anybody has a question of the day, go ahead and put it in the chat and let's talk about it because I like questions. All right, but let's go moving on to the top 25 real quick. Got a couple of things that I want to talk about in the top 25, like Michigan moving up 6 spots. Like I said at the beginning of the season, I said this. I don't know if y'all remember when me and Scotty did our brackets for the playoffs, and y'all were like, hey, how you got Michigan in there and they play Texas? You got Texas and Michigan in the playoffs, and they play each other, and Texas is gonna kick their ass. I said I can see Michigan losing to Texas, but fighting their way back into playoff contention. I said this. Y'all don't nobody ever listens to me. Nobody listens to me, or y'all just don't watch the episodes. I don't know. But yes, I believe Michigan's fighting their way back into it. Do I think they're the team as last year? No. Do I think they have a chance? Yes, because of the conference that they're in. So they still got to play Penn State. They actually got a good game this week. Is it this week or next week? Next week against Illinois, says undefeated. We'll talk about that a little bit. Oh, speaking of that, I'm glad before I forget, because I tend to forget a lot. So Friday, I'm gonna be on. I'm not getting on tomorrow because the Cowboys play tomorrow. I said that at the beginning of this episode, but I will be on Friday for a little bit to do my put a shot on it segment. Put a shot on it. So if y'all have any games y'all want me to put a shot on, I'm gonna come up with 4 myself, and then if any of y'all have anything that you can say it now, and then I'll gladly give you my predictions right now for that game that you put out. But if you want to wait till Friday, I'll be on Friday. I'll get on about 7 o'clock. We'll do that segment. I'll pop open a drink. I'll take a shot just for the hell of it. And then I'll call it a night. You know, y'all do y'all's thing. I'll do my thing. But that's Friday at 7 for put a shot on it segment. Now, the other thing I saw was Missouri. They dropped 4 spots, which was crazy. Who you got? The Bills and Ray are the Ravens. You want me to do NFL games too? Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Ooh, that's a good one. Give me a second. Let me ponder on that one. I don't remember the score of the Texas Longhorn game, Mom. It was a blowout. It wasn't even close. I think the other team only scored 3 points. But I can't remember what the Longhorns scored. But Missouri dropping 4 spots. They didn't lose. They won in overtime, but I guess they just didn't like the fact that they lost. Missouri's about. They're about to hit their hard part of the schedule. They got Texas A&M, Alabama. They don't have Texas A&M. They got to buy. Missouri's got to buy this week, and then they play Texas A&M, and then right after that they got Alabama. Excuse me. If you were Miami, would you consider trading Russell Wilson from the Bears? Russell Wilson's not with the Bears. He's with the Steelers. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Now you're talking about from the Steelers. I would consider it, but it depends on what they want. That's the problem, you know, because do they still want Russell Wilson as the starting quarterback? So And I think that's what you're trying to say, right? From the Steelers, because he doesn't pay for the Bears, unless that trade happened sometime today, and I didn't hear the breaking news. But other than that, I don't see that. And then what's crazy was the Clemson moving up 4 spots to 17 after their week 1 debacle where they just got knocked out by Georgia. Um, yeah, okay. It just it all depends on what the Steelers want for him. Um, are they willing to trade him? Because are they waiting for Justin Fields to start fucking up and then put Russell Wilson back in? Or if Russell Wilson gets healthy, they're going to start him over Justin Fields. I'm not sure how healthy it is, how healthy Wilson is right now. So that's a good question. Um, fuck. You know, man, that's a good one. That's a good hell of a good question. It's the pit. Fuck it. If they're trying, because they want to, they're in a win now situation. So yeah, go for them. Let's go get them. They're in a one. They already thought that they had a team to be contention for the playoffs and maybe get lucky and get in the Super Bowl. So they still believe that they still have the team that's lacking that quarterback. Go get them. Yeah, Justin. Don't get me wrong. Justin Fields is playing hella good for the Steelers. He's winning. I mean, you go with the hot hand. I always said go with the hot hand. I said that about Archie too, but like I was saying earlier, Archie's just he's good, but he's not great yet. Give him another year, then you can play him after Ewers leaves. With Justin, I think you got to keep him until he gets cold. Maybe if he loses 2 or 3, then you're like, okay, let's see if Russell Wilson could get us back on track. But I think that's what's helping him play better because he knows Wilson's breathing down his back. The fact that he doesn't have that secure position, like he's like, oh, this is not mine because I could fuck up, and boom, next thing you know it, Russell Wilson's back in the game. So if they trade Wilson away, Justin Fields like, okay, I ain't got nothing. I don't got nobody to look over my shoulder anymore. Yeah. Miami does have receivers and running backs. They have an explosive offense, and Tua was supposed to help them, but you know, it's what's crazy is the way he got hurt. It wasn't even something that was like he didn't get hit hard. He actually ran into the guy, the safety, and then knocked himself out. That was the crazy part about that whole situation. I'm like, that wasn't a hard hit by the safety because the safety didn't really. I think the safety even kind of was jogging up, because he thought he was going to slide or he was already tumbling forward, and then ran right into him and just knocked himself out. So it's crazy. That was just a crazy situation. I hate to be in that situation for him because I know he loves the game of the football and he wants to play, but you know you got to think of your life over your playing career. You got to think of the things after your playing career. So I wish him the best of luck. I like Tua. I liked him when he was in Alabama. So I like him. I like him at Miami. So I think he made them a better team. But we'll see. Maybe Miami maybe end up tanking this season, trying to get a quarterback. Maybe get Sanders or Beck, which who's not that great of a quarterback. This draft coming up our next year ain't gonna be quarterback heavy like it was this year. Maybe you know what? Maybe they go after the Penix, Michael Penix in Atlanta. They're not playing him. Maybe Drake May out of New England. They're not. He's not getting played up there either. Maybe see what they want for their quarterback. Maybe they already have or reached out or not. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. Who else? Somebody got. Well, we already talked about that last week about Bryce Young about getting traded. So maybe they go after Bryce Young. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it depends on what the Miami Dolphins' mindset is and what they want to do. Uh, I already said that. I said Archie's going to do good for Texas. He's doing good now for Texas, but he's going to do better next year and the year after that because he's only a sophomore this year, so he's going to be a junior, and he already said he's going to stay all 4 years, so he's going to do good as a senior as well. So he's going to be a great quarterback at Texas. So Texas, the next couple of years, they're going to be up there. Every year, we're going to be talking about national championship with them, at least for the next 2 years, 3 years. This year and the next 2 years after that. So good luck to them. Like I said, I'm a Longhorns fan. I'm not a Longhorns hater. I'm just a Baylor fan. But now that Texas is out of the Big 12, I can't really hate them too much anymore. I used to always have to worry about Baylor beating Texas because if Baylor beats Texas, I ain't getting no loving. Calling it now. Bill Belichick coming to the Cowboys next year. Bro, man, you can call that, but Belichick ain't going to have no authority. That's the thing. Belichick wants to have full authority over who his players are. And Jerry's not giving that up. He's not giving that up. Bill Belichick is not going to like the fact that he has to answer to Jerry Jones. It's not going to be a fit. I don't see that fit. I'll be happy to get Bill Belichick. I'm not going to lie. But the fit is just going to be like when Bill Parcells was here. It's just not going to fit. Bill Parcells was always pissed because he couldn't get the players he wanted because Jerry was shutting them down. So, but anything else? Anybody got anything else? I'll wait a couple of seconds, a minute, see if anybody's got anything else to say. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to tell your friends, tell your family, tell your aunts, uncles. Hey, I know this guy. He's trying to do his own little podcast, little show he's got where he does on Tuesday and Thursdays during football season. You're going with Bills. Since you're going with Bills, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. How about that? We'll put a shot on that. You go with the Ravens, I go with the Bills. No, you go with the Bills, I go with the Ravens. How about that? We play each other this week. Do we play each other? So that's going to be a W for me. I'm looking right now. I'm 1-1. What is? Oh, we do play each other. Dang, we got a close match too. You see that ass whooping? I had to come back from behind on my on my team, on my fantasy football team. I was losing. It wasn't looking good. It was not looking good. And then Josh Allen decided he wanted to show up and show out, and that's who I started as my quarterback, and he showed out. I am 2-1, and Kareem, you're 1-2. W. I'm going to mark that as a W in my playbook. Yeah, the other quarterback is coming back. Ewers is coming back. He's not going to play this week. He's still kind of hurt, but he'll be back for the Texas OU game. So, yeah, Archie's not. Once Ewers is healthy, Archie's going back to the bench. Sarkisian's already said that. He made it clear that that's the quarterback. That's his starting quarterback is Ewers. So don't even talk about it. Don't even bring it up. Don't even try to make it a controversy. Ain't gonna happen. So, but other than that, that's all I have to say today. Don't forget, I'll be on Friday night, 7:00 to put a shot on it segment. We can talk about anything else. If you want to talk about anything else about sports, bring it on. I like questions. I like talking about sports. I'm not as knowledgeable as those experts they have on televisions. They get paid millions of dollars. Love you too, sister. Thank you. I don't get paid millions of dollars like they do. I don't get paid at all. I'm actually doing this for free. Whiskey, beer. I'll drink beer. I don't give a shit. I'll drink it. I'll drink you. So yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not getting paid. Scotty, when he joins on here, he's not getting. I can't pay Scotty. He does this for free too. So he just loves. He's doing it because we love doing this. We love talking sports. So, but with that being said, I greatly appreciate y'all showing up today on a Wednesday. I know a lot of y'all have things to do, kids, family, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends. I don't know how y'all work. Sanchez, baby mama, ex. Y'all, let them know too about the show. Let my tios and tias know. Let them know. Let your tios and tias know. Your uncles, your aunts, grandpa, grandma. Don't tell the kids because I cuss a little bit and I drink, so I don't want the kids to really be on here seeing all that. So, but y'all have a good evening. Scott's not here because I just told him to take the day off. He's been working really hard. Not because it's a Wednesday and I was on a short show, so it's supposed to be a short show, but y'all got me on here 50 minutes later. So, but I don't mind. Y'all have a good evening. Don't forget safety first, then teamwork. Good night.